From the station working for you, this is WRTV News at 11, streaming now.
Severe storms could be heading our way tonight. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us at 11. I'm Amber Grigley. Storm Team 6 meteorologist Kyle Mounds has been preparing us for this potential threat all weekend long. Kyle, what can we expect as we move into tonight into the work week?
Yeah, Amber, we're going to see more thunderstorms that are going to move here through central Indiana. As we've gone through the evening hours, that axis of rain has lifted from around Crawfordsville through Lafayette into Kokomo. May see some occasional strong wind gusts around 40 miles per hour out of these. Not anticipating severe weather, but as we go in for a little closer view, certainly some heavy rainfall here near and southeast of Lafayette. Few flashes of lightning as well. This is going to be moving through Frankfort and again back into portions of Carroll and Cass counties. But we look back to the south and west, and here's where we find a couple of complexes of thunderstorms, and that's actually where the severe weather has been associated. You can see some of those red polygons there indicating some tornado warnings back across Illinois. Our outlook for severe weather has not changed since 6 o'clock, so we still have that slight risk from about Danville back to the south and west. Marginal risk for some gusty winds, maybe an isolated tornado here overnight. There's a look at TrueCast by 1:30 in the morning, approaching Indy around 2 a.m. and then should be exiting the area early tomorrow morning. Amber?
All right, thanks Kyle for that quick weather update. October is Infant and Pregnancy Loss Awareness Month. It's a pain, unfortunately, many mothers have experienced. Well, one local mom is bringing awareness to resources available to help those cope with a website in honor of her late son. WRTV's Rachel Wilkerson has the latest.
The loss is immeasurable, but so is the love left behind. That's Kristen Bill's motto for the 5 children she's lost during pregnancy.
Because of how common loss is, sometimes people try to push loss as something that you just move past and get over. But when you lose a child, it's something that you never get over. You grow around it and you move forward, but you don't get over it.
In 2018, she went to her 18-week doctor's appointment.
She pulled up the ultrasound screen and there he was, but he was not moving. He had no heartbeat.
Her sweet baby boy Amos wasn't moving.
I just said, you know, why isn't he moving? And I knew why, but I needed to hear her say it.
It was a day that forever changed her life.
I just remember my doctor taking a deep breath and just being like, "Oh, Kristen, I'm so sorry." You know, and she started to cry a little bit too.
She never got to hold Amos, but takes comfort in his hand and footprint the nurses gave her.
And she got me some really nice prints, so I'm really grateful for that, because sometimes it's hard when all you have is ultrasound pictures. And having the prints is really reminds me that he was real and he was a whole person.
Bill was blessed with the baby girl after Amos, but also suffered 2 more losses.
I really wanted to do something with my grief, something with my pain.
During that time, she realized it wasn't easy finding resources for parents going through this.
And while most people do know someone who's been through it, because loss is extremely common even if we don't talk about it, I wanted to make sure that we could do better for people, especially in Indianapolis, but all over, to be able to access resources.
So she created a website called Amos's Anchors in memory of her late son. It outlines support and financial resources for grieving parents facing the pain of stillbirth, pregnancy, or infant loss. These cards are also given out in local hospitals, letting people know there is hope.
You know, how to deal with your grief, how to move beyond feeling stuck in your grief is so important.
Working for you, Rachel Wilkerson, WRTV.
Now, Bill encourages women struggling to get pregnant to express concerns with your doctor. She says, don't be afraid to get a second opinion. This week, construction crews will begin working on the expansion of the Indianapolis Cultural Trail downtown along both South Street and Indiana Avenue. As part of this project, Indiana Avenue will be repaved. The repaving will take place in the area of the Black Lives Matter street mural. The mural was created by 18 artists in August of 2020. The artists say they were notified by DPW about plans to repave the area. And although they were surprised, they are not discouraged.
We were surprised to hear the news of it getting repaved. But if there's one thing that we've learned over the past year, it's to expect the unexpected. and more importantly, to keep the main thing the main thing. So while it was extremely important for us to paint on asphalt, Black Lives Matter does not live and die there. It is a message that was very beautifully installed, brought a lot of people together. But from that, we have been able to speak to people face to face. We've been able to bridge gaps. And so it's taken on a life of its own. And that's what we're going to continue to do, and to just take that torch and keep it shining.
The Cultural Trail and construction teams say they have created a way to save each of the 18 artists' painted letters. Those letters could become part of a permanent Black Lives Matter installation on the Cultural Trail once the expansion is completed. State police say heavy rain may have contributed to a crash that killed one person and seriously injured another on I-70 near Plainfield. The crash happened just before 10 a.m. in the westbound lanes of I-70 near Old State Road 267. Troopers say at least 3 semis and a car were involved. One of the semi drivers died at the scene. Another semi driver was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Investigators believe the crash happened after one of the semis lost control in a construction crossover, then jackknifed and crashed through a concrete barrier wall. Now this caused a chain reaction. IMPD is investigating after a body was discovered on the southwest side of Indianapolis. Just before 11:30 this morning, IMPD say officers were called out to the 1000 block of North White River Parkway West Drive about a deceased male near the river. It's not clear what happened, but IMPD say the victim had undisclosed trauma. The Marion County coroner will assist in determining the cause of death. The victim's identity will be released once next of kin has been notified. And IMPD is seeking accreditation, and they need your help to reach that goal. The accreditation program requires agencies like Metro Police to comply with standards in 4 basic areas, including policy and procedures, administration, operations, and support services. As part of the assessment, members of the community are invited to offer comments to a public information session tomorrow, October 25th, at the City County Building at 5 p.m. The session will be held in room 224. Masks are required, and if you can't attend the meeting in person, no worries. You can just call the number provided on your screen, 317-327-1358, on Monday between 1 and 3 in the afternoon. The FDA is set to meet this week to discuss vaccinations for children ages 5 to 11 years old. This is a booster for all 3 vaccines becoming available for all vaccinated Americans. ABC's Renee Roy has the latest from New York.
28 million children may soon be eligible to get vaccinated against COVID-19, with a key FDA panel set to meet Tuesday to review Pfizer's new trial data, showing at 1/3 of the adult dose, its vaccine is nearly 91% effective in kids ages 5 to 11.
If you look at the data that's been made public and announced by the company, the data look good as to the efficacy and the safety.
It's expected the FDA will recommend emergency use authorization for the vaccine for that age group. Then it's up to the CDC's advisory committee to give the official green light.
It's entirely possible, if not very likely, that vaccines will be available for children from 5 to 11 within the first week or 2 of November.
Renee and Miguel Chavez's 2 children, Nico and Sophia, took part in the Pfizer trial.
We all got vaccinated, and it was extremely important to us that our kids were kept safe from COVID as well.
This as more Americans become eligible to get that extra dose of protection. Boosters of Pfizer, Moderna, and J&J given the all clear to go into the arms of 70 million people who are already vaccinated. Health officials say it's safe to choose a different vaccine brand from your original shot. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky speaking to NBC.
We saw data from the NIH on mix and match that antibody levels for the mRNA vaccines boosting the J&J were really, really high. And we also saw clinical data from J&J that said if you're boosted with J&J, you actually do quite well as well.
Experts urging Americans to get that extra layer of protection. Walgreens and CVS offering boosters at thousands of locations across the country.
We are here, ready, and available to ensure that we protect each and every one.
More than 12 million already getting that additional shot.
I'm so excited to get this booster. I'm very excited.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And a reminder for you tonight, CVS pharmacies and Minute clinics are now offering the Moderna COVID-19 booster shot. CVS had already been providing Pfizer booster shots at its nearly 340 locations across Indiana. The Pfizer and Moderna boosters are for people 65 years and older. The boosters are also for residents in long-term care facilities and for some people with certain underlying medical health conditions. Well, Twitter has suspended an Indiana congressman's official account. Twitter's action came after Republican Representative Jim Banks of Fort Wayne posted tweets last week regarding Dr. Rachel Levine becoming the first openly transgender four-star officer in the U.S. Uniformed Services. Well, Banks suggested the title was being taken over by a man and not a woman. The post was removed, and Twitter says it violated the ban on targeted misgendering of transgender people. Banks says he stands by his post. Two more Indiana area codes are now under the 10-digit Dowling rule. People living in area codes 219 and 574 must now dial 10 digits rather than 7. Well, that's the area code plus the phone number. Until today, people in those area codes had a grace period to get used to the new method. But the rule is now mandatory. Now, this is nothing new for us in central Indiana. We've been dialing 10 digits for the last several years. A precautionary boil water advisory is now in effect for the town of Pendleton until further notice. The town says there was a major water main break at a construction site that drained the water towers and led to a loss of pressure. All water utility customers of the town of Pendleton should boil tap water before consuming it. Now, water can be used for bathing and washing without boiling. Pendleton says that the advisory will be lifted after water service and quality are fully restored and tests verify the safety of the water supply. While the investigation continues into the deadly shooting on a film set, the focus tonight is on the crew member who lost her life. The latest when the news at 11 continues. Now to the latest on the investigation into the fatal shooting on the set of Alec Baldwin film Rust in Santa Fe, New Mexico. The family of cinematographer Helena Hutchins speaking out in her memory, as many are wondering how this could have happened in the first place. Here's ABC's Renee Roy with the latest.
42-year-old cinematographer Helena Hutchins was a wife, mother, daughter, and sister to Svetlana Androsevich, who says in a statement, "I cannot comprehend her passing. I loved her very much. I was very proud of her, and she was my role model. This loss is a great grief for our family." The film community in New Mexico also honoring her life and work.
Every day, everybody on the camera team was proud to be there for her, because we were proud of what we were creating.
A candlelight vigil was held for her Sunday night. Hutchins was fatally shot by actor Alec Baldwin on the set of the Western film Rust Thursday.
Her death shouldn't have happened.
According to court records, the assistant director gave the gun to Baldwin, saying it was cold, meaning it was empty, but it wasn't. Hutchins was shot in the chest. Director Joel Souza was also hurt.
There are many factors that will be considered by investigators, and the first question is who loaded that live ammunition into that gun? Who handled the gun after the live ammunition was put into the gun? Who knew about the live ammunition? And then there are all these questions about safety protocols and the failure to follow those safety protocols.
One Rust crew member telling ABC News the issue of gun safety had been brought up by the camera crew and brushed off repeatedly by producers. In the past week, there were at least 2 accidental discharges of the prop gun on set, according to that crew member, who said a list of safety and other concerns prompted almost the entire camera department to walk off the set just hours before the shooting. But Helena Hutchins stayed.
It's possible there could be multiple people that could face criminal charges.
The production company tells Variety magazine they were not made aware of any official complaints concerning weapon or prop safety. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
We spent much of the day in those low clouds and dealing with some rain. Right now we are dry in the downtown area. It is also very mild. Our temperature is 67 degrees. There's a south breeze bringing in that warmth and humidity at 79%. But we know this isn't typical here for the latter part of October, and that means we could have a few strong to possibly severe thunderstorms here as we go through the overnight. Primarily some gusty winds, may still see a little bit of flooding out there. Isolated tornado threat, it's still there, but it is largely off to our south and west. And you can see the thunderstorms have produced severe weather back across portions of Illinois and also Missouri. 12 tornado reports so far this evening. That's also where the better dynamics for severe weather have been throughout the day. That said, we've still got some heavier rain that's moving through right now around Tippecanoe County and Lafayette, also stretching back into the Kokomo area. And all of this is gradually going to lift to the north, but it's what's back here, those thunderstorms in Illinois that will be sliding our way overnight. So here's a look at TrueCast as we approach 12:30 in the morning, and there you can see it's really crossing the state line at that point. I think moving into the Indianapolis area around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, a broken line of thunderstorms, and then it should fairly quickly by about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning be pressing out of eastern Indiana and into Ohio for us at that point. But tomorrow then we're going to be left over with some of these scattered showers still kind of rotating around, but it will be a much cooler and also a breezy day. So tonight, again, isolated wind gusts, may have a couple of thunderstorm warnings, so we'll certainly be on top of that for you. Looking at additional rainfall, most areas about 1/4 to maybe an inch of rain if you get under one of those thunderstorms. Monday starts off mild. Don't let that fool you. Temperatures around 60 in the morning. We'll get down to about 53 for your lunch hour here and lower 50s as we go through the afternoon. A lot of cloud cover out there tomorrow. Here's a look at those wind gusts tomorrow morning between 20 and 30 miles per hour. They will turn around out of the north by tomorrow night, and they will still be a little bit gusty at times. That brings in sunshine, but also cooler air on Tuesday. We'll start off in the 40s there, middle 50s for a high. What about some 30s? Are you ready for some frost? I think we are going to see that here as we get into our Wednesday morning. Mid to upper 30s should be fairly widespread across the area, running a little behind schedule as far as when we typically see that first frost. Here's a look at the extended forecast. Dry it out Tuesday, Wednesday. More wet weather for the end of the week, though. High temperatures staying in the upper 50s to around 60. We'll be right back here on the News at 11.
Welcome back. Giving more women a fighting chance. That's the goal of 2 women who are working to spread education awareness about breast cancer, not just in the month of October, but every day of the year. According to the CDC, rates of breast cancer are about the same in Black women and white women, but the breast cancer mortality rate was about 41% higher for Black women from 2009 to 2013. Tonight, we look at an organization that's working to end that disproportionate impact.
I just think we have to advocate for our own selves.
An unnerving reality.
What's important is action. Just don't ignore it.
For Black women in the fight to survive against the silent killer, or what is known as breast cancer.
There's nothing else out there that's really teaching breast health that is meaningful to women of color. Women of color have to teach women of color.
Nina Coley was diagnosed with breast cancer in October 2017. At the time, she hadn't gotten a mammogram in 5 years.
In the right breast, I had HER2 positive, and in the left breast, I had triple negative. So it was quite a blow.
I never, ever thought I was going to come back with a positive for breast cancer. They did the biopsy the day before my birthday, June 7th, received a phone call that said that your lymph nodes are benign, but there is malignant cancer in your left breast.
Similar to Coley, Elnora Daniel got her diagnosis after going 10 years without getting a mammogram.
We are so busy doing things, taking care of other people, being focused on jobs that we, are committed to. We want to do well, we want to perform well, taking care of family and children and grandchildren.
And we've actually heard from women in the community say because of these different screening guidelines, some organizations say start at age 40. Others say start at age 45. Some say have a mammogram every year. Others say every other year. So it can be very confusing.
Lisa Hayes and Nadia Miller are both 14-year cancer survivors who came together to form Pink Forever, Inc., ending disparities, creating a space for women like Daniel and Coley to eliminate breast cancer's disproportionate impact on Black women through advocacy, education, research, and empowerment.
The research that was showing that Black women face disparities related to breast cancer, including having a higher mortality rate for breast cancer, as well as we are diagnosed at an earlier age and at a later stage of the disease.
For Miller, this hits home. She was diagnosed with breast cancer at the early age of 28.
For me, if there was waiting until you were 40, I'd be dead. And so I think that from a larger standpoint, that it's necessary for there to be some, what our organization is doing, ensuring that there's advocacy around the younger woman, specifically African-American women, and also adding a face to that.
That advocacy includes removing financial barriers that some women face when seeking care. Take Coley, for example. Due to the severity of her diagnosis, she was placed on a medication that costs $10,000 a month, and she had to take it for at least a year. Well, $10,000 over 12 months comes out to $120,000. Now, that's almost double the median household income in the United States, according to the U.S. Census.
My father had prostate cancer back in the 90s, and I had an opportunity to buy cancer insurance, not knowing that I would ever have to use it, but that extra cancer insurance really came in handy.
No one, whether African-American or even a part of the majority, should have to wrestle with or even deliberate between their life and their well-being and financial cost.
Dr. Antonio Williams at IU School of Public Health says there is still a lot of work to be done to eliminate disparities in health care. He says it all boils down to access.
Unfortunately, even though we're in 2021, the 1950s and 60s weren't that long ago. All right, and so we still have a long ways to go in the fight for equality, and we've gotten equality in or some sense of equality in certain areas, but healthcare seems to be one area that's been lacking.
The Indianapolis City County Council has proclaimed October 30th as Pink Forever Day. The organization is holding a community day with live performances, family activities, and a chance to sign up for a free mammogram. It's happening from noon until 3 at the AMP at 16 Tech. And you can learn more about this event, all listed on our website at WRTV.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, they certainly know how to scare up some grand entertainment in the Irvington neighborhood. The Spooky Organ Concert was back live this year at Our Lady of Lourdes Church. The concert featured music from Brahms to Elton John, including Broadway standards and classic rock. People who attended were encouraged to bring a canned good to donate to the ICANN Food Pantry. Kyle.
Love some good spooky organ. Don't hear enough organ these days.
Oh, getting in the Halloween spirit.
Yeah, very nice. All right. Well, we got some rain going around Lafayette and areas to the north through Kokomo right now, but we are going to be watching those storms to the west. Kevin Gregory here as well through the overnight.
All right. Thank you so much for choosing WRTV tonight at 11. Our next newscast is tomorrow morning at 4:30 a.m. Have a great night.